Good morning, children. Welcome back to the lesson The Beggar, written by Anton Chekhov, a Russian writer. Okay, we already had a session on this. Uh, and before we start for the day, let us make an immediate recap of what we have already learnt. The story is all about a beggar, or we can say the story revolves around a beggar. Okay, what's the name of the beggar? Leshkov. What is his appearance? A dull person with a drunken eyes and red cheeks. Okay, and he used to tell two lies. The first one is that he was a student and he was expelled from the school. The second lie is that he was a school teacher and he lost village school teacher and he lost the job because of a secret plan and calumny. Okay, defamatory statement against someone. Okay, so that we studied. And when he was conversing with our advocate Sergey, Sergey happened to identify the man and threatened him that he was telling lie, and immediately Sergey revealed his fact that he was once a singer in a Russian choir and he lost the job, and now without telling a lie nobody would help him. So finally who offered him a job? Leshkov, Sergey the advocate offered him a job. What job was offered to him? Cutting the wood or wood cutting. Okay, did the beggar agree for that? Yes. And finally the introduction of the third character, Olga the cook, and she was asked to take this gentleman to the woodshed. There we stop, dear children. Now we are at page number 63. All of you take page number 63. Yeah, here Olga, he said, take this gentleman into the woodshed and let him chop wood. Okay, here we stop. The scarecrow of a beggar shrugged his shoulder as if in perplexity and went irresolutely after the cook. Okay, it was obvious from his gait that he had not consented to go and chop wood because he was hungry and wanted work, but simply from pride and shame, and because he had been trapped by his own words. It was obvious too that his strength had been undermined by vodka and that he was unhealthy and did not feel the slightest inclination for toil. Actually, who is looking like a scarecrow? Scarecrow, Scarecrow is many of you have seen. What do you call it in Kannada? I don't know. Scarecrow means we are using that figure in a paddy field or where a new construction is going on to avoid the eyesight. Okay, to avoid the eyesight or to keep the birds away in the field, agriculture field. People will keep a dummy person, scarecrow. What we call is scarecrow. It is generally made of old cloth and some stuff. Okay, scarecrow. So he is just like that only, just like a scarecrow. And he has no strength to walk even. Okay, he was in full perplexity. What is perplexity? Confusion. And went irresolutely without any strong decision. Irresolutely means unwillingly. Irresolutely means unwillingly he moved, followed the cook, and it was very clear. Obvious means clear from his gait, means walking style. Gait means walking style. You can write down what is gait, walking style. From the way he walks, walking style, that he had not consented means agreed. What is consented? Agreed to go and chop wood because he was hungry and wanted work. The only thing behind accepting the job is that he was hungry and he wanted some work. And but simply from pride and shame, and because he had been trapped by his own words. Actually, he was really trapped by his own words. What did he say about the work? He said that nobody is giving him work, but who was ready to give work for him? That advocate. So he was trapped by his own words. So it was very clear too that his strength had been undermined, weakened. What undermined here means weakened by vodka. How did he lose his energy? Because he was drinking vodka, alcohol. Vodka means an alcohol. Russian alcohol is called vodka. Okay, and he became unhealthy. And there is no inclination, means like. Inclination means like for toil. Toil means hard work. And he has no inclination, he has no liking for hard work. Toil means hard work. Not toilet, okay? Toil, hard work. Sergey hurried into the dining room. From its windows, one could see the wood shed and everything that went on in the yard. So, what did Sergey do after giving the work? He went into the dining room, and through the window he could see the wood shed and what is happening with that beggar and the cook. Standing at the window, Sergey saw the cook and the beggar come out into the yard by the back door and make their way across the dirty snow to the shed. Olga glared wrathfully, means angrily. Glared means looked at, glared, looked at something. Okay, wrathfully means angrily at her companion. Who is her companion now? The beggar. Companion here means friend. Shoved him aside, pushed him aside with her elbow, unlocked the shed and angrily banged the door. Actually, what could be seen from a distance, that Olga is very angry with the man and she is locking the door, banging the door angrily. Which door? The shed door. Next he saw, you can see in the picture, okay. Olga, the lady, you can see the beggar and the old Sergey, okay, aged man. Next he saw the pseudo teacher. What is pseudo? Fake. Pseudo means fake. Meaning is given, I think. I think the meaning is given here. No. Yeah. The fake teacher seat himself, because he was telling a lie that he was a teacher. That's why pseudo teacher seat himself on a log, means piece of wood, and become lost in thought with his red cheeks resting on his fist. What was the man doing there? He was sitting on a log and his face is on his fist. The woman flung down an axe at his feet, spat angrily, and judging from the expression of her lips, began to scold him. So Sergey can understand that the lady is scolding that man, and she was spitting angrily at him. Okay, her expression says that she is angry. The beggar irresolutely, again the word irresolutely means without any interest or unwillingly, you can write down, unwillingly pulled a billet of woods towards him, a piece of wood, set it up between his feet, and he was trying to cut it and tapped it feebly. Feebly means weakly. Feebly? Weakly. W-E-A-K. W-E-A-K-L-Y, weekly. There are two week, Sunday, Monday, that is W-E-E-K. Okay, this is W-E-A-K, weekly, means without any energy. He was pulling the, holding the axe. The billet wavered and fell down, and the piece of wood actually wavered, changed the location and fell down. The beggar again pulled it to him, blew on his freezing hands. His hand, because climate is very cool, snow could be found on the floor, so it is freezing for him, and tapped it with his axe cautiously, as if afraid of hitting his overshoe or of cutting off his finger. The stick of wood again fell to the ground. That shows that he is not an expert woodcutter, or he cannot cut wood. He has lost his energy, but he is trying to cut the piece of wood, but very cautious that he should not cut his finger or shoes. Okay, that is what, who can see from a distance? Our advocate can see from a distance. Sergey's anger had vanished, and he now began to feel a little sorry and ashamed of himself for having set a spoiled, drunken, perhaps sick man to work at menial labor in the cold. So who felt very sad for that? Now Sergi, the advocate, felt that giving such a hard work to such a weak man is not good. So he felt bad because the man is sick man. Okay. So menial work means low profile work, not a high profile work. Menial means washing the cloth, for example, mopping the floor, for example, sweeping, for example. These are all menial works, low profile work. So cutting wood is also a low profile work. Okay. So he was sorry for giving him a low profile work. An hour later, Olga came in and announced that the wood had been all been chopped. But after an hour, who brought the news that the wood pieces are all cut? Olga. Good, give him half a ruble, said Sergi. Then Sergi said, okay, let him be given half a ruble. If he wants to, he can come back and cut wood on the first day of each month. That is what the next offer. Suppose the man wanted to do some work, he can come on every first of every month. We can always find work for him. So that was the offer given to Sergi to Leshkov. So what offer was given to Leshkov by Sergi after cutting the wood? That that man could come on all first day of each month. And on the first day of the month, the waif, the beggar, made his appearance and again earned half a ruble. Again he would come on each day, each first day of each month, and would earn a ruble, half a ruble. Although he could barely stand on his legs, even now also his health is not that good. He cannot stand erect. From that day on, he often appeared in the yard, and every time work was found for him. Now he would shovel snow. So what are the other work given to him? Shoveling. Shoveling means pushing the snow and keeping the and put the wood shed in order, keeping the wood shed in order, and beating and dusting out the wrecks. Okay, some household work like beating and dusting out of the wrecks, wrecks, carpet and mattresses. Every time he received from 20 to 40 kopecks. Okay, and once even a pair of old trousers were sent out to him. One day Sergi was very happy and he gave him an old trouser, a pair of old trousers to him. Okay, not only half a ruble at a time, sometime he would get 20 to 40 kopecks. And finally, the advocate gave him a pair of old trousers as well. Okay, so who is now coming to the advocate's house regularly? Leshkov. What is the work given to him? Cutting the wood. Not only cutting the wood, nowadays he has started doing some other work. Which are the other works performed by him? Keeping the wood shed in the order, or beating or dusting out of wrecks and mattresses. Okay, these are some of the other works given to him. Shall we continue? Okay, one more paragraph will do. When Sergi moved into another house, he hired him to help in the packing and hauling, means pulling of the furniture. This time the waif, the beggar, was sober, serious and gloomy and silent. He hardly touched the furniture and walked behind the wagons. Wagon means vehicle, hanging his head, not even making a pretense of appearing busy. He only shivered in the cold and became embarrassed, confused when the carters jeered at him. What jeered means? Insulted him for his idleness, his feebleness. What is feebleness? Tiredness, and his tattered, means torn, fancy overcoat. After the moving was over, Sergi sent for him, called him. Okay, one day Sergi was shifting his house. Okay, so what kind of work was given to him? Packing and hauling the furniture, means shifting the furniture. Hauling means pulling, actually, pulling the furniture from one place to the another. But who was not doing the work properly? Beggar. He was rather lazy that day. He was gloomy, or he was very serious and silent. But who insulted him? Carters, other people who were shifting the furniture, insulted him, jeered at him, And after the work, everything was over. Sergey called for him. Okay. Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect, he said, handing him a ruble. Here is for your pain. I see you are sober and have no objection to work. What is your name? Leshkov. First time, our advocate asked his name. What is his real name? Leshkov. How much is given to him after shifting the furniture and all such work? A ruble. Okay, a ruble is given. Well, Leshkov, I can now offer you some other cleaner employment. Can you write? He asked whether he can write. Yes, he answered that he can. Then take this letter to a friend of mine tomorrow and you will be given some copying to do. Work hard, don't drink, and remember what I have said to you. Goodbye. Okay. So, after seeing that man has become little serious, Sergey thought of giving him some cleaner job, not a menial job, a cleaner job. So, what is that job? Copying. What is copying? Writing. Writing work. So, who will accommodate him as a clerk? His friend, one of his friend. Okay. And he gave when parting advice. What is the parting advice given to him? Work hard, don't drink. So this is the warning given to him. What is the warning given to the beggar Leshkov? Work hard, don't drink. Pleased at having put a man on the right path, Sergey tapped Leshkov kindly on the shoulder and even gave him his hand at parting. Leshkov took the letter and from that day forth came no more to the yard for work. So that day, Sergey, the advocate, gave him a recommendation letter to get a job at his friend's house. That day onwards, who stopped coming to his yard? That Leshkov stopped coming to his yard. So dear children, we will stop here and we will continue with the text tomorrow. And before we conclude for the day, let us make an immediate review of what we have already discussed. Today we discussed about the beggar being taken to the woodshed where Olga the cook directed him to do the work. At the same time, Sergey wanted to see the performance, so he came to his dining room and through the window he could see what is happening near the woodshed. And from the expression of the old lady cook, the old lady Olga, he could understand that she was angry with her companion. Why? Because that man was not chopping wood properly. And not only that, that beggar was unable to keep the billet in a proper shape. Whenever he tried to cut the billet, small piece of wood, it wavered and fell down. Okay, and after an hour, after 1 hour, Olga came and reported that all the piece of wood were chopped. And Sergey asked her to give him half a ruble. And not only that, he offered work for that man, that if he was interested, he could come to his house on the first day of each month and work could be given to him. So with that advice, that beggar started coming to Sergey's house on every first of the month, and he not only chopped wood for him but started doing some other work like dusting out of rugs and mattresses. Okay, and one day when Sergey was shifting his house, okay, he hired this man again. Which man? That beggar again, and asked him to pack and hold the furniture. But that day he was very serious and gloomy. So after the work, Leshkov called him and asked him whether he could write. He wanted to give him a cleaner job, not a menial job. When he said yes, immediately he wrote a letter to one of his friends who would give him a writing job, that is copying work, and send him to his friend. From that day onwards, Leshkov stopped coming to Sergey's house. Okay, here we stop and try to write down all the important word and their meanings in your notebook, and also the question answers which are shared to you already through Google Classroom. That's all for the day, dear children. Have a nice day ahead. Thank you.